Hey Tiger fans, this is Morgan Schmidt from Towson Sports Network, here today to give you a little update on the women's tennis team. Joining me now is head coach Jamie Peterson. Coach, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing well, thanks. So let's talk a little bit about the fall season. You capped it off with a overall record of 13-9, and you're 3-4 in the CAA?
Yes.
So describe to me some of the ups and downs that the team faced when they went up against bigger teams and national talent.
Well, some of the things that I think the girls are up against are some of the bigger schools and more southern schools have indoor facilities and have so they can get a little bit more practice time in, and also too in the spring they're coming back to school earlier and starting matches and starting practices sooner, so they're getting a little bit of a jump start on us in the spring. But we were able to come back a week earlier this year and get a couple weeks of practice in before our first match, whereas last year I think we came back right at the first day of school and the first match was 5 days later. So we're going to be a little bit better prepared to start the spring this year.
Okay. And you recently announced that Alexa Martinez, a graduate of John Carroll, will be joining you this season.
Yes.
What can we expect from her?
Well, Alexa, really excited to have Alexa for a couple reasons. Number one, she's just a great young lady. She's a great tennis player. She's a very mature young lady. She keeps herself very physically fit, and she's a very hard worker and very determined. So she's going to be coming in here, and she's going to be playing right away and having an impact on the team right away. She's also a local talent, which I like to have here at Towson, so we can, attract some more support in the community. And so having a mix of the local and international talent is kind of what I'd like to see here.
Great. So shortly after Lasange and Glauninger earned recognition at the Hockey Invitational, you returned to the courts to volunteer with the Special Olympics. How important are these? How important is participating in these social events, and what does it do for the team?
It's hugely important. Number one, it gets us involved in the community. Talking to the girls about giving back and giving to those who aren't as fortunate as they are and as we are. But also just interaction, with others, with adults, and just the whole purpose of just trying to help others out and give back to the community.
How are you preparing the team on and off the courts for your first matchup against Elon this weekend?
Well, we've been doing yoga a couple times a week. We've been practicing sometimes 2 times a day. When we came back for the first week of before the semester started. We were also doing a little work with a sports psychologist. So there's a lot of things that come into play besides just striking the ball. The strategy, the mental toughness, the fitness, being able to stay out on the court and stay strong towards the end of the match, and then with the sports psychologist being more comfortable, more confident on the court, and stepping out and believing in ourselves and believing that we can win.
Awesome. Well, that match is on February 11th. You can follow along at TowsonTigers.com. Again, for Towson Sports Network, I'm Morgan Schmidt.